Yeah, fucking. So I watched the newest restoration of The Wicker Man, and I was not aware that they had found reels of film that had deleted scenes that they stuck into the movie,
Oh, cool.
Nice.
which is cool, but it's fucking jarring when you have the original film that they've like cleaned and done a 4K remaster of the original film, like real. And then it cuts to these little lost scenes that they decided to edit back into the film. And they're from like a reprint or like a working copy of the film. So it's just the quality drop is just like dunk.
Ah.
But the audio is fine. So it's just a wild thing to be. So I was sitting there going, is the internet fucking up? Like, did we drop frames? Like, what happened? So that was an adventure because I was like, I'm sharing this movie with somebody who's never seen it, and then there's scenes happening that I'm like, I've also never seen this scene before, so
Oops.
I don't know what's going on here. But we're getting Christopher Lee in a kilt, so that's fun.
Nice. Good for him.
Good for him. So yeah, that was a whole experience. I was just like, I haven't had the experience in a long time of watching a movie and having no idea what the fuck's going on. Also rewatched Vampire Hunter D, but it was the first movie, not the second movie, and I thought it was the first movie, and I was like, damn, the animation quality takes a big step between the first movie and the second movie.
Yeah, they look pretty different.
Yeah. But it was set on the streaming service like it was the second movie. So I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be this really sick ass like 80s hand-drawn gothic anime. It's gonna be great. And then I was like, oh, it's just regular 80s anime. Okay.
I mean,
Oops.
they're both really good movies.
Oh yeah, no, solid fucking movie. Classic. But was not what I was expecting. And I was just like, oh, I oversold this film. Son of a bitch. Whoops.
Whoops.
So now I need to fix and get this. Yeah, that's yeah, that's the thing. I just need streaming services to stop lying.
They will not.
Speaking of things, hi and welcome
Mhm.
to Blank Bodies, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 tabletop and horror podcast. I'm your host Hunter, and I'm joined by
John, right here. And not across from me, across a pond.
Yeah, hi.
The pond.
The pond. Ooh. Hi guys, I'm still stuck on Turf Island. It's fine.
Oof.
No, I'm in the fun part where there's Iron Brew, so it's okay.
Iron Brew makes everything better.
It truly does. I did for my birthday this year make my usual annual like chocolate cheesecake, but I did it by melting down Terry's chocolate oranges.
Okay.
That
And
sounds
I was
awesome.
like,
That sounds so cool.
It was great.
Yeah.
Couldn't find graham crackers to make the crust, so I made the crust out of bourbon biscuits, which are these little like chocolate sandwich cookies. It was decadent as fuck.
That sounds great.
I got too eepy. I was planning on being like, yes, I'm also gonna make a iron brew syrup to put on top of the cheesecake because I was like, what if I just made this
What
cheesecake
the fuck?
the most Scottish thing? But I got eepy and didn't do that. So yeah, that's where I am. Hi guys, we're doing Goblin Roads. I feel like I'm in the correct mindset for this. I turned my brain to soup and then my university got hacked, so it was for naught.
Womp womp.
So we're talking about fucked up roads in the game. There's be some lore stuff, there'd be some little mechanics notes, and then some real world spooky road things that if you want to yeet those at players, please do so, because roads sometimes are spooky and cursed, and it is cool and or fun, and you should do it.
It's true.
Yes. Oh my gosh. All right. So, content warning, usual World of Darkness stuff. So if mature content, spooky horror stuff is too much for you, that's fine, I guess. You do you. I will note, I am there a lot of information about certain events on Goblin Roads that you could use for your game. Specifically comes from the adventure module called The Dying Fields. I am avoiding spoilers for that because I feel that adventure is still new-ish enough that folks might use it, so I don't want to ruin the game. So I'll make references to stuff from there, but I'm not talking about the game specifically. So, yay if you care about spoilers. Books, Chicago Folios, Let Streets Run Red, and Beckett's Jihad Diary. Those are the only books. Everything else is urban legends and folklore. So, woo. Ghost stories, if you will. Road
Ghost
stories.
stories.
So, opening quote. Who wants it?
At first, our journey brought us south along. Oh shit, that's totally the wrong voice for
I
this.
mean, you
here.
were closer. You're closer to the voice than you think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. South along I-94. Malcolm made odd detours through burnt-out neighborhoods and consulted vagrants before leaving back to the freeway. All night, roadside shops blurred by, selling various combinations of cheese, sausage, and pornography. Somewhere before the Illinois border, we tore away from the freeway. Malcolm called these twisted roads the Goblin Roads. Cuthbert Beckett. I almost said Bucket. You didn't tell me it was going to be Beckett. How dare you set me up like that?
I thought about it, but you started doing a voice that I'm like, I'm okay with this.
That's Mr. Bucket now.
Good old Mr. Bucket.
Cuthbert Bucket.
Put your balls in my mouth.
Oh, no.
I'm Mr. Bucket.
Hunter.
Well, you never played Mr. Bucket as a kid?
No.
Really? You never played Mr. Bucket?
No. What the fuck is this? We
Mr.
just
Bucket, it was a
started. What do
game.
you mean we're already
Yeah.
derailed? What is Mr.
So,
Bucket? What is
Mr.
this?
Bucket he's a big yellow bucket, and his hands go over his head, and they block the top, and it's like a coordination game. You have these little spoons, and you're supposed to scoop up balls and put them inside Mr. Bucket, and then he shoots the balls back out of his mouth, and you try and be the first to get all your balls in his head.
No, Hunter, I didn't play with Mr. Bucket. I was a poor immigrant child. I was given sticks.
I had sticks too.
Yeah, I had both.
What is this upper middle
I had
class
it-
bullshit?
Mr. Bucket's not even an expensive game. I played it in like elementary school, preschool probably.
Fucking what? All right.
It's like hungry hippos just gobbling the balls.
Yeah.
Oh God. To be fair, Malcolm is on a horrendous amount of vampire acid for all of this, so like this is a fair conversation. But yes, thank you for reading the Beckett quote. That's from the Jihad Diary, page 24, if anybody cares.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Sorry.
It's okay. We got distracted by Mr. Bucket. I'm now expecting there to be a lot of bad photoshops of illustrations of Beckett or photos of Matt Mercer now that just have buckets like photoshopped on top of them.
You have balls in his mouth.
Oh God. I'm assuming that fan art exists. I don't want to see it. I'm so good. All right. Send them to Werewolf Daddy. He's supposed to be doing smut reading at convention. He can have that.
His new nickname is Mr. Bucket. I want to inform him you can to his face.
We tell him nothing. Fantastic. So, the Goblin Road, this is a supernatural phenomenon. It is also sometimes referred to as the weird. Is that annoying because it crosses into other World of Darkness stuff? Yes. Are we going to continue to use it? Also, yes. Because why would anything
Will
make
that
sense?
stop us? No.
No, not at all. Consistency and cohesion in my World of Darkness game? No.
I refuse. Don't be silly.
Okay. The most intense area of this phenomenon stretches between Chicago, Illinois, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, though the region more broadly has these in varying degrees of problem. So if you want to run Goblin Roads, but it's not in Chicago or Milwaukee, you could do it. That's fine. Who's to stop you?
Who's to say?
Who is to say?
Who is to say that is?
Who, the vampire police? I dare you. Go ahead.
Come on, bring it on, Sheriff.
So these roads will become switchbacks, will become lost highways. There's a bunch of like unmapped towns. There's wetlands, forests, shrines, farmlands, motels, and all sorts of other strange and bizarre roadside attractions that are all woven together and underneath and through our plane of reality as well as realms beyond. For you younger listeners, it's like the back rooms. You know, your favorite thing, the back rooms. It's like that, but outside. The thing you're afraid of outside.
Don't threaten me with outside.
You love outside.
Yeah, I went creek
Mhm.
stomping earlier today.
Oh, you did? Oh,
What'd
hell
that
yeah.
creek
Yeah.
do to you? Why would you?
And I think, well, I did find a dead cat. Sorry, that's sad.
That was sad. What? Okay. I don't did you find it whilst you were in the creek or
Well, actually, that was my entrance to the creek. I was walking on the railroad. This is actually kind of a Goblin Roads thing. I was walking on the
it is?
railroad, and then I looked down and I saw this weird water basin that, like,
Mhm.
the railroad had a little tiny bridge over, and I was like, "What's down there?" And I climbed down to it, and I realized
Mhm.
that there was a tunnel, and the water was too deep for me to, like. I would have gotten my feet wet. I'm not doing all that. The water was too deep to go under the tunnel, but there was this like other tunnel, and I tried to look under it, but I didn't have my flashlight because I wasn't thinking about all that when I decided to go on my walk. And I look in this little like darker tunnel going the opposite direction, going under like underground. And then I look down and I realize that there's a dead cat in the waterway. And I was like, damn, that's
Oh.
sad. I'll see it. So anyway, I climbed out and then I went on the other side and I followed the creek around, and that's when I started creek stomping. So if it weren't for the dead cat, I probably wouldn't have creek stomped.
Truly a Midwest adventure. Jesus Christ. Proof here live on the radio. This thing in the game has precedent, I guess.
Hello.
Fantastic. But yeah, so in my readings of things for the Goblin Roads, it's hard to say that when you essentially plane shift if you're going to the Umbra or the Hedge or the Shadowlands or something else entirely. That is left open and vague to storyteller fuckery. If you want to Ravenloft your players, sure, do it. I think it would
I
be
dare
funny.
you.
Honestly, that would be hilarious. Like, all right, we're running a VTM game. You put them on the Goblin Roads. You slowly just have the game become a Ravenloft adventure. Tell no one.
Yes.
It would work. Technically, it would work. Because it's like, well, there's a vampire lord. It's like, I don't. That means you have to stat Strahd for VTM. I don't know if I want to do that.
Would he be a Methuselah?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, just considering the way his powers work, I'm like, yeah, probably. But given all that, there's also a lot of implications with the Goblin Roads about like ley lines and sacred geometry. So if you want to pull that stuff into your game more, this is a good way to do that. Or somebody's fucking with ley lines too much, and then all of the roads start getting weird in your town. Good luck.
I like it. Every road
uh,
becomes a Goblin Road if you try hard enough.
if you try hard enough, if you break the laws of rationality and sanity, all roads become spooky.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. The Goblin Roads seem to do random chaos, while at certain points the Goblin Roads seem to be like almost sentient and will do things to make sure that you can't leave.
Oh, that's killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Usually it's not like the roads themselves that are going to kill you. It's just things in and around the roads, but the roads will help. They'll just be like, ah, yes, I'll just funnel them towards the death cult. It's fine.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Also, time and space acts weird, where minutes can stretch into hours and you can travel a great distance, but you've only gone down the road like a mile. It's been noted
I like
in the
these.
text that cell phones, Wi-Fi, and other electronic devices may have issues and or stop working entirely at junctures. So, have fun.
Sounds fun to me. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, yes, we're also used to being interconnected. No cell phone. Get fucked. Get fucked, mate. How are you going to eat hot chip and lie if you do not have cell phone? Yes. Also, Goblin Roads full of werewolves.
Quite a few, I hear.
There are so many werewolves.
So I have a
So many fucking
question,
werewolves. Yeah.
and maybe I just missed it because we haven't done Werewolf Month in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember there being a ton of werewolf content in W5. So is this more of a vampire thing that they're like, hey, there are werewolves here, or does it show up more on the werewolf side of things?
I haven't really. I was looking at this from the vampire side because that's where like most of the information on the Goblins Roads is, and because there's such a heavy werewolf presence in the area where it's constantly stated like, hey, there's a fuck ton of werewolves. That's why we have to take all these precautions, and that's also why so many vampires go missing. It reads that like the Goblin Roads cross over into the Umbra and various levels of spirit realms.
Okay.
So I don't know if portions of the Goblin Roads become a moon bridge and just the vampires don't know what the fuck this is.
Okay, so you might, if you're trying to do it from a werewolf perspective, you might just want to approach this more from an Umbra side of things. And also, if you're looking for more inspiration, you could look into like moon bridges and the Umbra and that sort of thing to flesh it out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be a crossover event if you decided just to be like, hey, we're gonna do a thing where we're gonna have like half of the party play werewolves that are now part of the adventuring party because half the party's knocked the fuck out or incapacitated in some way. So then you're like, aha, buddy cop weird survival road adventure. Let's
Bum,
go.
ba, bum.
Yeah. Where was I on my notes? Yeah. The others. There's also just vaguely other entities that exist within the Goblin Roads. This is also left broadly vague for storyteller determination. The lore sheet specifically for Goblin Roads suggests pulling up monsters and antagonists from the core books from the little supernatural section. I would propose grabbing the other Ookie Spookies from Chapter 7 from Tattered Facades. Like, just throw some demons and spirits in there. Just for fuck it. Fuck your players. They decided to fuck around and go to the ghost zone. Might as well give them ghosts.
And once Changeling 5 comes out, go fucking wild with these, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had also made note, yes ending John, and then also thing Hunter suggested, which is if you really want to fuck with the players, go grab shit from the Hunter and the werewolf books. Don't tell them. Just do it. Just stick it in there. They'll have no fucking idea what's going on. It's great. It'll scare the shit out of them. Most vampires are paranoid about werewolves as it is. Throw in something they have no way of understanding, and they're just like, no. Do it. Make it weird. There are occasionally spaces along the Goblin Roads known as an oasis, which is a spot where things are relatively stable and calm, but for some reason the lupines are absolutely repelled by it and they will not go there. They think it is a cursed and terrible place.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, it does not seem to have any effects on vampires. The reason why might be a problem, because there's also an account of something called shadow sleepers along the Goblin Roads in these areas. And it is theorized that shadow sleepers are ancient vampires that have been in torpor underneath various lakes and marshes along the Minnesota-Wisconsin area.
Oh.
And we have a little excerpt to verify that if one of you lads want to read that.
You did the last one. I can do this one. Here we go. This is recording Xavier BJD page question mark. Yes, the lupines won't approach within miles of this spot, but why? What do they know? Thousands and thousands of years ago, a glacier buried something in the earth, something very old, traveled in a coffin of ice. Something that suffocated all the fish and turned the plants into predators. And every time I come here, I feel a wriggling in my guts. So bury your banter and get to it. And that's Xavier. And that was page 29.
Yeah. I forgot to put the thing in. We fixed it in real time. But yeah. So if Xavier or Javier, however you wish to pronounce his name, he's French. It should be Xavier, I think. If he's suggesting that these ancient vampires have been here since before the glaciers, just to give people a time understanding of how ancient this is. So the Great Lakes began to form with the Wisconsin glacial episode, which peaked 20,000 years ago with the most ice. Began receding 14,000 years ago, and the Laurentide ice sheet, which is the part of the glacier that actually covered that area, recedes between 12,000 and 10,000 years ago. So we're dealing with some
these
deep
are some
time.
old ass dudes.
Yep. There's also some lore implications that some of these like shadow sleepers might not be regular vampires or something else. And it's like, oh.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. So if you want to get real eldritch horror with it, here you go, kids. This
What
is
does
real,
that even mean?
and it's in the great state of Wisconsin. Oh, hey
Wisconsin.
there. We got cheese and horrors untold.
Sounds
I'm
like a
sorry,
good
I love doing that
combo.
accent. Oh yeah, cheese and horrors untold. Yeah, that sounds like a
I'm
great
in for
evening.
it, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Though we are very white, and I will be corralled by cheese. That is true. Look, if I get to make the Boondocks reference, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, and you should.
Yeah. Oh, so due to the dangers, as said about the Goblin Roads, Prince Mark Decker of Milwaukee and then Primogen Rosa Hernandez from Chicago have various gangrel that act as guides through this region known as psychopomps. Yes, like those that take you across the river Styx. That is exactly the reference. Good job.
Cool.
Yeah. These drivers and couriers take riders through the Goblin Roads through various secret rituals and trails and rites. Usually, this does involve them taking drugs. So a lot of these drivers are just like high off their tits and or balls whilst doing this.
As you do.
If you want to make it extra weird, sure. Uh, Also, if you want to make any Hunter S. Thompson references, now would also be the time. I did want to also note that while it's fairly common apparently for the psychopomps to go mad or to become lost within the weird, whether they get lost or just decide to go, there's like it calls me and they just wander off, and then there's like, well, there goes Ted. I guess we're done.
Bye.
It has been noted that not one psychopomp has ever gotten their passengers lost, or they've gone missing. Passengers, if you're with a psychopomp and a passenger is involved, you will get to your destination. It might get fucking weird. There might be side trips,
Okay.
but there's been no account of you going like actually missing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's weirder. I'm like, what do you mean if you just go, you're fucked, but if you have a designated buddy system, it's fine.
I mean, they know their way around the spot, you know?
Yeah. It's that level of kindergartner ass logic that makes me go, yes, the Fae are involved. I swear to God. It's just that,
that's
nope,
probably
nope.
true.
We can't attack them. They're holding hands. No, they're safe. They're touching the home base tree. It's fine.
We gotta wait.
We gotta wait. No, the floor is lava. I can't walk. No. So yeah, I'm still not 100% sure what to make with some of the stuff for Goblin Roads, because so much of it is like there's so many werewolves, there's so many Garou, but then they keep giving me these things where I'm like, this is some fey ass logic. What do you mean?
I'm in for it.
Yeah. Other little note from the lore, Prince Decker initially established the psychopomps as a thing with a former gangrel primogen from Chicago called Iyanga. Iyanga, originally from Africa, her name is Zulu. I think it means herbal woman or herbal medicine. I don't remember for sure. Not the point. She remained in Chicago as the primogen even after the gangrel left in 1999, mostly doing her job of being like, I need to make sure my little drugged out babies get from A to B. That was her thing. And then Javier showed up and was like, "Hey girl, shit's fucked. Shit is super fucked. I need help with this thing." And then she not only abandoned Chicago, she abandoned the Camarilla entirely, and there's like no record of what's happened to her since.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. People in Chicago are just like, yeah, Rose is the primogen now. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey, someone's got to be in charge. It's fine.
I mean, I feel like we should worry about it, but okay.
I feel like more people should be worried about it. I'll be honest.
Above my pay grade.
It's a big grade. I mean, fair. It's just,
Pardon me.
I feel good rule of thumb with any WAD game is if the Malkavians or the Gangrel all leave in mass, probably a good time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where was I on my sheet? Yes. So, we have another little excerpt from the book. I'll let you gentlemen decide who is playing whom.
I call not Beckett.
But you already did such a good Beckett.
Yeah, well, I want to give you an opportunity to try too,
Okay. Well, are you ready? This is a recording of Beckett and... Sir. This is a recording of Beckett and Malcolm. See, you're coughing, apologizing, and then immediately hitting a vape.
It soothed my throat.
That's exactly what it's doing.
Let me take a drink of this sarsaparilla root beer real quick.
All right.
I feel like John is really just getting in character for playing a psychopomp.
All right.
All right. So this is a recording of Beckett and Malcolm, a psychopomp tripping balls on vampire acid. This is Beckett's Jihad Diary, page 26. I see.
No, you don't. But it's polite of you to say so. Out here on the Goblin Roads, my head's clear. Just the wolves and the weird and me. Sudden death in a briar patch, and I keep running. The lupines can pull out all of your guts, but that's all they can take from you.
I think. Wait, what was that?
Sound of car braking. Fallen tree.
Can you get around? Sound of wind and frogs.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Quiet. Caesar? I don't know what that word is. I'm not gonna.
That's Caesar.
Okay, cool. It's spelt not like the pizza place, so.
Unidentified sounds. I don't know why that was like a Mirelurk there.
What is that?
Let's see.
Whispering? Is that the bloody corn?
No.
Drive.
Yeah.
Drive.
The sounds of scraping gravel, screeching tires, roaring engines.
Recording ends.
Recording ends. Ooh.
Yeah. Yay.
Blankbodies.com if you need voiceover acting.
Yeah. We're technically professionals.
I mean, here's the fun thing. We'll have this in the episode. If I have the spoons, I could do a slightly better horror edit of that.
Heck yeah.
We'll see. We shall see. I have almost finished 4 till college, so I might have time for things. I'm getting caught up slowly. Which for patrons, sorry for the mid-episode shout out. Patrons, I did finally get those prog photos edited. Hunter should be getting them loaded up, so you guys can have those for your games for references if you want. Woo. Amongst other treasures, if you so desire, to give us money. Are we YouTubers now? Have I done it? Have I shelled enough?
No, we don't have a supplement or a meal plan sponsor yet.
Or a mattress. Or are we not doing mattresses anymore?
I feel like
Dude, I'd like a mattress.
Mattress sponsorship I would take over the other two.
Truly.
There's less moral questionability over selling mattresses, I think, than untested supplements.
Yeah.
Anyway, give us money if you own a mattress company, is what we're saying.
Yeah, I'll sleep on a mattress that you gave me for free.
We will give it the torpor test, and by that I mean we'll put my insomniac ass on it and see what happens. Sleep is for the weak and well-adjusted people. Anyways, places the roads go. Goblin Roads lore sheet. It's in the Chicago folios, page 161. I will say there's a slight wonk on it where there's I believe the 3 dot allows you to be a psychopomp, but in the lore that's for gangrels only, but it's not marked for gangrels only. So handle that at your table how you want, I guess. They could be expanding. I don't fucking know. That could be a whole plot point there. There's also stuff for, do you want to have a friend from the weird? Do you want to have a buddy and other weird shit? Or do you want to make a devil's bargain with something on the road?
That sounds fun.
Do you want to do that? I don't recommend.
Can I have a weird buddy who I made a deal with?
Sure.
Cool.
Please give me more rope to hang you with. It'll be great.
Yeah, here's like 100 feet, bro.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, so there's also the Dying Fields in Let Streets Run Red. That is a whole adventure dealing with the weirdness of the Goblin Roads, going into small town Illinois, and nothing terrible happens in small town Illinois.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm much more afraid of small town Illinois than I am small town Indiana. Just like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just a familiarity thing or something is truly wrong with Illinois, but it's fine. So other little note. So page 77, the last page of the adventure, it starts on page 47. It has some blood sorcery rituals that I just think would be cool for if you're playing a courier character in general. There's Letter Ward, which lets you seal written messages, and if somebody opens it they're not supposed to, they take damage,
Cool.
like ag damage.
Nice.
I love this ritual, but it is such bullshit. Bloody Message lets you leave automated messages in blood. Ooh, okey spooky shit.
Wait, automated messages in blood. Like, I leave
Yeah.
a pool of blood here, and then when someone walks in, the blood, like, forms into a, hey, dickhead, you owe me $10.
Or whatever other message you want to leave. Yeah, they walk into the room, it just says, hit that bell and subscribe. I don't know.
Ugh,
I hate saying those things. I hate it.
I leave the room.
Even as a joke. I just bleh. The other one, Herd Ward. This is a ward that protects like humans.
Cool.
You can keep casting this ward on humans, and then if a vampire chomps on them that's not the designated vampires to do the chomp, they take damage. They take ag damage.
I love that.
It's fucked up. I love it.
This is my blood bag.
This is my, of course, little Zamitzi over here is like, I licked it. It's mine. Oh, fucking weirdo. And then the last one is called The Sleep of Judas. It's a sleepy time tea made out of blood that might kill a guy if you roll too good.
What?
Yeah, you give it to humans or ghouls or vampires. They pass the fuck out for X amount of hours equal to successes. But if you get a crit success, if it's a human or ghoul, they're just instantly dead.
You just take the biggest nap.
Yes, in fact.
Damn.
It is truly Judas. I've made my gay joke for the episode, so we can continue. I am too tired. I should not be doing this. Tick. It's almost June. I've got to represent. Question. Yeah.
I think you
fine.
just got the wrong audience here.
No, it's fine.
Not at home. I just mean in the call.
Yeah, no, it's fine. There are the various queers and gabies that are listening that are very excited that I'm making these dad-ass gay jokes, and that's fine. I do it for you. It's fine. Yeah, so the last thing I wanted to reference is there is a section really early on in Beckett's Jihad Diary called The Split City, pages 22 to 43, that has Beckett going on a little side quest. And then it has some... Yeah, and then there's some plot hooks from that book that if you wish to whack that into your game, there's some options, specifically for the Goblin Roads. That's kind of cool. And, also, I enjoy taking excerpts from Beckett's Jihad Diary and chucking it into games. It's like, hey, guys, you found some lore. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Make your players go, oh, I know that guy. I know that name. I've become the meme with Leonardo DiCaprio in the one Tarantino movie. Yes. People love doing that. So, actual ghost stories. Ooh, ghost adventures, but for real.
What a good TV show.
I'm
glad we're
hate
finally
how much I like that show. Right. I hate how much I like that show. Because it's bad. Look, I don't know if we need to make fun of Zach Bagans. I feel a personal need to because he came to our state and did a whole fuck ass movie. So
Didn't realize.
God, oh, did you not?
No.
Oh yeah, it's called Demon House. He went to Gary and interviewed a family that believed a demon lived in their house, and then Zach Baggins convinced so many other people there was a demon in the house that the house got demolished.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Good. Nice.
Yeah. I'll be straight up, guys.
Wild.
I have gotten more enjoyment from Demon House listening to the Red Letter Media review of Demon House than I've ever actually gotten out of watching Demon House. So, take that with a grain of salt. But if anybody's like, I want to run VTM, the game set in the Chicago Gary area, like, weirdly, I would recommend Demon House for you to just get an idea of what the neighborhood looked like. But it is often doing a lot of there's demons and this family's being harassed and it's making the children violent. And then doofy motherfucker from Las Vegas screaming to himself in a house. It's a good time. So, first thing, ferry roads. Woo! Ferry roads. These are paths, routes, etc., taken by the Fae between their favorite locations, which could be a plethora of hillocks and houses and fields and churches and just wherever the Fae like to hang out. It's annoying to be like, yeah, the Fae only live here. I'm like, no, they live in so many things, guys. Not worth listening.
Kind of wherever they want.
Kinda, yeah. The weird thing about the fairy roads is they tend to be straight lines as opposed to like wandering little footpaths that humans do. Except for when it's a fairy ring, because fairy rings are technically fairy paths, but it's like a little circle that they do little dance rituals and hang out.
Like circles, the mushroom circles and stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll be stones that are a little fairy ring. Usually it's the mushrooms.
I've come
Yeah.
across areas in like the forest. There's a big one too. Like
Mm-hmm,
I think it's probably maybe not naturally occurring. But, like it's just a big clear circle, you know, with
mm-hmm,
like grass or shrubs or whatever, but
mm-hmm,
mostly flat, mostly clear.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
They're
wouldn't
pretty
fuck with
cool.
that.
I
It's cool,
have
but also like
almost every single time run right in there.
Bold choice, Cotton. Look, it feels fucking stupid every time when I've other people when they're like superstitious about shit. It's shit that sounds cool or sounds like a legitimate threat. I am afraid of the Fae, which sounds fucking stupid. And it's not even like I'm actually afraid, it's just like weird cultural baggage that's been like shoved upon me. And then I've been in the homeland again for like 6 fucking months, and people just go, "Ah, yeah, why would you fuck with that? That's fucking stupid," and they go about their day. And I'm just like, you guys are weirdly blasé about this thing that you all kind of collectively hallucinate about. I don't. All right, cool. But it's fine. Don't worry about it, or worry about it. That's your choice. There's also fairy forts, which I also think are kind of fun. These are remnants of hill forts, earthenwork mounds, ring forts, stone circles that often have vegetations or trees growing out of them that are associated with druidic practices or from like the Iron Age. These are often believed to be places that act as homes or pseudo castles for the Fae. Moving or altering fairy forts or fairy roads is a big fucking no. Do not. It's like
Don't fuck with them.
Yeah. There's still folks to this day over here that will just not build things on in and around these places, or you'll find houses where like the house is built normal except for one corner because one corner of the house would have intersected a fairy road, and they just went, we're just gonna build the house except for this corner. It's like, what? All right, cool. And if you want to look up like different ways to test it, see if your property has a fairy road or is a hill or is a fairy fort, there's loads of information. One of my favorites was there was multiple professors in the 1960s here in the UK that sat in ancient ruins or stone circles with recording devices for multiple days at a time to see if they could actually record fairies, like, you know, Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. Like legitimately so, and I just find that very funny. They're doing good science technically, which is the best part. They're like, well, people are saying there's a phenomenon, I guess I gotta go record it. Okay. Next one, corpse roads. This one sounds metal.
Corpse
It
roads.
kind of is. These refer to burial roads, also called they're also called burial roads, coffin roads, coffin walks, corpse ways, funeral roads, procession ways, and church ways. There's a lot of names for this bullshit. But basically, this is a path that was used for transporting the dead from the church to the burial ground. This is often a phenomenon that happens in more rural communities, because back in the oldie times, the churchyard where the graves are and the church were kept very far apart, because you didn't want the bad miasma from the corpses coming into the church.
Bad stuff. Don't do it.
Yeah. And I mean, technically not a terrible idea. They're just like, hey, let's not have the rotting flesh of our loved ones right up against the place we hang out, because that might be unhygienic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm like, cool, good idea. So, at least in Britain, I can't say for a bunch of other cultures, but I know in the UK, there's a lot of corpse roads that are now just footpaths because the churchyard and or the church itself has like been lost to time, but people kept using the road. So who knows, that hiking path you're on might be a corpse road. You don't know. Good luck.
Cool.
Yeah, spooky hike. You want to go on a spooky hike?
Always.
Hell yeah. These routes often have deep significance and ties with the spiritual world. There's so many stories about these corpse roads having ghosts traveling to and from the church and the churchyard, and people seeing ghosts or portents of omens and things. Chock-a-block, easy to find. Some phenomenons that I think might be cool to pull into your games is corpse lights or will-o-wisps, which are balls of light that are said to either guide people along these paths or guide people off the paths.
To their death.
Yes, or other shenanigans. That won't be ominous for your tabletop game. Totally don't do that. There's also corpse fires and or candles. These are little flames or lights that happen in cemeteries or places of death, like battlefields or deathbeds, where that are said to bid bad omens or predict death. While a lot of these phenomenons are said to be ghosts or other supernatural entities, these could also just be bioluminescent funguses or methane from decomposing corpses. So you can make it as spooky or not as spooky as you would like.
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah. I also just think it could be fun to be like, hey, you thought this was something supernatural. No, it's swamp gas. No one light a cigarette. Your vampire game now has a secret fire trap. Coffin stones. These are large stones that a coffin would be set upon along a corpse road to leave the dead safe while a procession takes a break. Some of these roads are very long. It was believed that trekking a body across fields or into town would bring ill omens or death to the town, crop, or the traveler themselves. So if you want to use coffin stones as a ritual spot the party has to stop at along a goblin road, I think that's kind of a neat idea you can chuck in. Crossroads. A lot of crossroads. A lot of crossroad mythologies. I don't have time for all of them, but basically every culture somewhere has a crossroad leading to some ghost bullshit afoot. You can have fun with that. Intersections are often seen as sites of divination, meeting places with demons, and places to bind ghosts and other entities. It's where you get the classic bury the heart of a vampire at the crossroads. They can't be a problem anymore. Usually a mirror-lined box. Woo. There are some modern pagans that will create intricate labyrinth pathways that are intended to be like meditative walks or ways to connect with the spiritual realm. Other folks view them as ways to ancient ways to trap ghosts because it's mimicking some ancient groundworks arts where there's these winding little pathways and arts and loads of cool shit. If you want to grab one of those designs, I know here in Europe there's some of these in the earth, but you can only see it from the sky, pagan designs. There's also the Nazca lines in the Americas. If you want to grab one of those as you're yes, this is my route for the Goblin Road, and I will tell none of the players they're going around a giant ant. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That could be a fun thing to do. There's also hitchhiking ghosts. I think these are cool. There's there's so many urban legends for hitchhiking ghosts. I started to make a list of hitchhiking ghosts and then realized that was bananas, and I stopped doing that. I'm so sorry. There's some famous ones. Big emphasis one is Resurrection Mary from the Chicago area, where it's pretty lady was going to a dance, died in a car accident. Her ghost now asks for a ride to either the dance hall or the cemetery. She is chill.
She is chill.
She is chill. There's also ones that I thought was very spooky was there was a giant uptick in hitchhiking ghosts in Japan around Fukushima after that disaster. Yeah, there's a lot of reports of cab drivers stopping to pick people up around the Fukushima area. These people will complain about being cold and or wet during the ride, and then they'll get dropped off and just kind of disappear, or they'll just disappear in the cab en route to where they're going. I've seen one account where the ghost gave an address to a house that's in the quarantine zone. So the cab driver's I literally can't take you there, and then the ghost just kind of disappears.
Damn.
Yeah, I was oh, that's sad. Fuck.
It's also so cool and spooky.
It's so cool and spooky. I did find an account of the earliest story of a hitchhiking ghost. It's from 1602 from a little Swedish priest known as Jon Petri Klint.
Of course.
I don't know if I said that name silly enough. Hunter, you'd be more of the expert than me on that one.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Hell yeah. I feel bad every time I have tried to get better at saying Scandinavian things. If I try to say it with any kind of earnestness, I do it fucking wrong. Cannot do it. Every time I have done it and I've put some like Swedish chef Muppet like stank on it, for some reason I'm better, exponentially better. I was doing a silly goof and it turns out it's correct. I don't know what to do with this information. Uh whoops. But yeah, so Mr. Clint, basically the story is the classic hitchhiking ghost tale. It's a couple of guys heading into town on a cart. There's a young woman at the side of the road. She asks for a ride into town, and they go, "Yeah, get in the cart, lady." She gets in the cart. They get into town. They go to the inn all together, hanging out, and the guys are like, "Yeah, we got a hot lady friend. This will be cool." She gives them a prophecy about you're going to have a fruitful harvest, but many people will die this year, and then she just fucking disappears like mid
Whoa,
sentence.
calm it down there, lady.
Yeah. And I'm just like, what? So I don't know if we have just been doing hitchhiking ghosts as long as we've had vehicles to transport people in, and we just only have records up to this point in time or whatever. Because up until this episode, I thought hitchhiking ghosts was like a only when there were cars kind of a thing. Because I've only
Yeah, it's
seen
wild to
hitchhiking ghost
have
stories.
the hitchhiking ghost like catch a cart and then be in the cart for like all fucking day because you're going to a
Mm-hmm.
village in a cart,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to a car where it's like you have the ghost in your car for maybe 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would feel a
Yeah.
lot weirder after like I spent 5 hours with this person. What?
What do you mean they just vanished? I just like, I don't know. She gave me some vague ass prophecy and then just fucking John Cena. I don't know what to tell you. Who's John Cena? Don't worry about it. You're gonna love him. Uh I also disappear. Haha, double ghost.
Bam.
But bam. Yeah. I did find some interesting tangents of the hitchhiking ghost, which is ghosts on trains.
I'm kind of down.
Yeah, it like you will it's like a liminal space transient in the night thing where it's like you're on a train, there's a ghost, you don't realize it's a ghost until you watch them like vanish or they just kind of come out of nowhere, complain about being cold or give you a vague prophecy and then fuck off. There was one account I read about where somebody was on a train with some guy. They like had food and drinks and hung out, and then this guy just like vanished.
Okay.
So it's like you had snacks with this motherfucker, and then I'd be so pissed. Like I shared my fruit
Rude.
gushers with you. What do you mean you're fucking off? This is unacceptable. So, quick rundown of the classics with the hitchhiking ghosts, because there's been actual academic studies on the mythoses of hitchhiking ghosts. There's been multiple, which I think is cool. Hey guys, the plot framing device for Candyman is real. You can do that. He was like, I'm
I'm not
studying
upset by
folklore.
this.
Yeah, go study folklore. You might end up in a kick-ass gothic romance. That's a seminal work of horror for your time. I don't know. It's better than using AI. So this
Yeah.
list. Often the ghost will appear at a regular time and a regular place. This is usually near where they died or the burial spot or some sort of related anniversary. They will ask for a ride, usually to the cemetery, to their house, or some adjacent site of an accident. Occasionally, the ghost hitchhiker is Uno reversed and it is a ghost driver.
Oh, you're a hitchhiker and they pick you up.
Yeah, which
And they're
every time
like,
I've read
"Man,
that,
it's cold." And you're like, "Man, it's your car. You can make it warm if you want."
yeah, like kind of
Okay.
literally, which I'm just like, that's more horrifying to me is the, hey, you're stuck in a desperate situation. Somebody's nice enough to like give you a ride. They drop you off and then you just watch the car like go transparent as it leaves.
Hell yeah.
I would be calling you guys having a panic. I'll be honest.
Fair.
It's like, I almost got kidnapped by a ghost. I don't, the thing I've been afraid of happened, guys. What do I do? Yeah, other things. The ghost will often offer to give you something or ask to borrow an item, whether it's like a scarf or gloves or a jacket or something. If an item is borrowed, it will either go missing entirely or will be found in the cemetery related to the ghost.
Huh.
Like the ghost is like, I'm cold. Can I borrow a jacket? And you're like, sure, dog, cool. Like I'm a chill human being. And then they fuck off with your hoodie, and then they're just like, oh shit, I meant to give this. I guess I'll just fold it up and leave it on the headstone. Whoops.
Huh.
I guess the ghost has ADHD. I don't know.
I mean, if it's cold enough, you might not think about it once you're toasty.
Fair. The ghost will appear to be someone who is either recently dead or is found to be someone who died long ago, well after the fact of the incident. There's been a lot of the ghost stories. It's like, oh yeah, I picked up this hitchhiker and they seemed kind of weird. And someone goes, that sounds like this person that died in a car accident near 20 years ago. Woo.
And you're like, the fuck, what?
The fuck what? Or just like, oh yeah, I picked up this guy and they were dressed weird. And someone goes, that sounds like somebody I knew from whenever. Or, there's a lot of the ghost doesn't look like a ghost until way later when you go, that guy was dead. Bum, bum, bum. So any hitchhiker you pick up might be a ghost, is what I'm saying.
Or a serial
God, I don't
killer.
pick up hitchhikers that often anymore.
Yeah.
Cut back on my hitchhiker.
I was going to say, I'd be much more worried about the person picking me up being the serial killer than the hitchhiker being the problem.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as I've said, the ghost will complain about being cold. Sometimes they'll complain about being in pain, especially if the death was related to a vehicle accident,
My head hurts.
or how they died. Yeah, like the Fukushima ghost would be complaining about being wet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, hey guys, if you want some spooky hours, like some of those stories. I don't know why ghost accounts from more recent times are more spooky to me than like stories of yore.
More relatable?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess like old ghost stories, I'm like, it has a layer of like whimsy to it because I'm like, people didn't understand science and
Mhm.
things. But if people these days are giving me like an actual like story and they're just like, dog, I don't know what happened. It was, I picked up this guy, they seemed like they were having problems. We were talking, it was chill, and then I looked back and they're just not in the fucking car.
The fuck.
The fuck. Yeah. Usually the hitchhiking ghost is a feminine person. Oftentimes this person will predict a future event or tragedy, and if it's somebody that's doing a prediction, it's usually an old woman or a nun. There's so many hitchhiking nuns.
Why are so many nuns hitchhiking?
I don't know. It's like, I know hitchhiking was the style at the time during the 60s and 70s and kind of into the 80s, but I'm like, I don't know why nuns specifically.
Yeah, that one confuses me a little bit.
I don't know. There also seems to be a ridiculous amount of hitchhiking ghost stories coming out of the Chicago area. So I don't know if it's just there's a lot of Catholics around there and they're just like, well, I have to pick up the nun. So there just happens to be more nun ghost hitchhikers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If I saw a nun hitchhiking, I probably wouldn't question it that much. Other than why the fuck are there nuns in Indiana?
There's nuns in Indiana.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw a nun just walking around? Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, I have seen more Mennonites than I have nuns.
Now.
Oh, do
a
they?
Lot of them are
Damn.
plainclothes nuns now. They'll be modestly dressed like a grandma.
Then what's the point?
I don't know, man.
Look, you
can
can tell it's an undercover
regalia. You're not really a nun.
You can tell they're an undercover nun by checking their back pocket. She's got cuffs in there. She's a nun. Why does the nun have cuffs, Sarah? Don't worry. I'm tired. The joke is funny to me. Sometimes I do a joke for me, guys. It's fine. Anything else? Yeah, so sometimes the hitchhiking ghost will give you a reward or will remark on your kindness if you're a good person. It's a lot of the hitchhiking ghost stories seem to be a weird litmus test of, are you a chill and good person? Yay, nothing bad happens. Goodbye, and the ghost just fucks off. If you're a dickhead, the ghost will have a weird thing to say and then will fuck off. If you wanna have a moral parable about, hospitality and kindness in your stories, hitchhiking ghost might be a way to go. There's some
also,
notable
I feel like
exceptions.
that'd be a cheap afterlife.
Oh yeah,
or a chill afterlife. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, hitchhiking around. You're not in any danger. You're just gonna maybe spook someone out
Mhm.
on the road. They're like, "Where'd he go?"
Ooh.
Seems like a good
Just
time.
be like, what? These guys are all right. The tunes were good. The vibes were immaculate. Like, you're good, dog. You're gonna do great. And then transition into some shadowy other realm out of the backseat. I do wonder if there'll ever be the mischievous hitchhiking ghost that's just gonna fuck with people and go, hey, you want to see me do a magic trick? You're going down the freeway. They just pop the door open and roll out the car, but as soon as they hit the pavement, they just vanish.
And then, like, a mile down the road, reappear in your backseat. They're like, what'd you think, man?
Oh, I hate that. I hate that guy. No. Oh, fuck. He can come back? He can come back to the car? No,
Why not? You know,
you left of your own
you
volition.
left.
You don't get to just come back.
I mean, you
The
invited
fuck
me
is-
in.
Not the second time.
I didn't know it was conditional. You didn't say it was just the once.
Pulls off the ghost mask. It's just a fae. It's old man Jenkins. God damn it.
Fuck. Jumps out
Fuck.
the car.
He'll be back. It's like, why? It's a fae. They like to do things in threes. Which, on that note, sometimes hitchhiking ghost actually is not a ghost. One of the more infamous versions of this folklore is in Hawaii. Sometimes a hitchhiking ghost is actually the goddess Pele.
Oh.
And it'll just be a hot indigenous woman hitchhiking, and you pick her up. If you're chill and a good person, she will give you a positive blessing and then fucks off.
Okay.
Cool.
Which feels very Hawaiian to me as far as like, what does your god do? It's like, she's very chill 90% of the time. Just vibes. And I'm like, it would be nice if other gods were a little bit more hands-on like that. just doing chill vibes checks where it's like, hey, are you cool? All right. Yeah, thanks for being a good person. You weren't creepy. You were respectful. You helped me out. Blessings be upon you. And then it fucks off. And
Bye.
I don't know, turns into a bunch of hibiscus flowers and fucks off into the wind. I don't know. Yeah.
I like hibiscus flowers.
It's good.
It's good tea.
Bruh, hibiscus tea? Fuck yeah. Yeah, speaking of that, very occasionally, you'll get a hitchhiking ghost that will eat, drink, and like read and carry and just like hang out.
Okay.
Not as common. Usually, hitchhiking ghost is very like one mind track of I need to get to place, or I am so cold, or your fields will burn. There's a great war afoot. I should have kept this one. There was one ghost I had read about where it's a hitchhiking ghost in the Chicago area. It was this old lady people kept picking up, and she kept predicting things, but it was like weirdly prescient things. Like she kept predicting World War II.
Okay.
New shit like and things happening during the war, and it was just like, who the fuck's this old lady? So that one though, I'm not entirely sure is actually a ghost, or if it was just somebody's Nona who's just like reads the papers and isn't fucking stupid. But alas, I was just like, why do we have the news ghost in Chicago? That's weird. Yeah, and all of these just vanish once they're dropped off. That's kind of the big things with the ghost. I just think this kind of ghost is neat, where it's just like it shows up, it does a spooky thing, leaves maybe a message, gives you a comment for being a chill person, and then just fucks off. Nothing else happens. So Goblin Roads, they're weird. There's a lot of room for activities of weird shit and spooky things, and you have a lot of stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you guys had any other. Yeah. Hell yeah. Wasn't sure if you guys had anything else you wanted to chuck in, or ideas that may have fruitioned.
So I've only experienced or used the Goblin Roads as like a one-off, like transitionary thing. But I think doing like an actual Goblin Roads game, like focused around them, could be really cool. I would definitely like to dig into them more, because they're always one of those things I take for my characters, and then I was like, damn, I wish we would have used that more.
Hell yeah. If that's something you'd want to explore more in a game, I know the psychobombs are explicitly gangrel. There's a lot of lore notes and plot hook things for like the Tremere studying the Goblin Roads, because they're just like, what the fuck is this?
Makes sense.
It's one of the few things the Tremere do that's actually not problematic.
Wow.
It's just like,
good job, guys.
What the fuck is this? I don't know. Let's just keep chucking nerds at it until we get some data back. Sir, the nerds keep not coming back, and it's like, hey, just throw more nerds at it. I don't know what to tell you. If you got characters that are like hunting werewolves specifically, I might chuck in some stuff from Goblin Roads if they're like doing a pursuit to kind of simulate they're chasing the werewolves and they kind of like slipped into the Umbra for a little bit and then pop back out. That could be a fun thing to do. I think there's room for If you want to borrow Goblin Road stuff for like the Nosferatu Labyrinth things, I think there's prescience for if you're in a place where there's like too many Malkavians for too long, you might be able to like borrow some of this stuff and just stick it in there for a little bit. If you have because there's so many things tied in with ghosts and roads and travel, if you want to just stick a little Goblin Road thing for your little Hakata player as a treat.
It's a treat.
As a treat. Your Lasomberg player's like, I want to do more things with the Abyss. I'm like, get to that crossroad, bitch. You're gonna have a conversation you don't want to have. You and Crossroads have bad times. Which that could be funny. Just people that are fucking with the Abyss too much. Anytime they go to an intersection, they just kind of get stuck there for like a half second too long, or just weird shit happens to them. And I think there's a lot of room for activities you can have with this if you so desire. I keep doing a thumbs up like you guys can see.
I'll return your thumbs up.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Goblin Roads. It's
Goblin
neat,
Roads.
but I'm also sitting here going, the ancient suspicion of like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
I mean, honestly, sometimes when you shouldn't be there, it just makes it more fun.
Truly. I don't know. That's a thing I like doing as a storyteller is just like, hey, oh, your players are fucking with things in ways that might be above their pay grade. Just start describing the environment as wrong as much as possible and make it weird. Eventually they'll start picking up going, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. And you're just like, yeah, no, you should have been here.
It's like in a sandbox RPG when you just start wandering in one direction and then you see a creature in the distance and you're like, oh, what is that? And you zoom in on it and it has like 6 skulls above it and like its text is in red, like blood red as opposed to white, like all the other enemies you've seen recently. And you got to look at it and go, either I'm going to try this 200 times or I'm going to leave right now.
Yeah, which on that note, that's something I hadn't considered, but I honestly think would be really good. The book Roadside Picnic, the movie Stalker, or the Stalker games, I think might be a really good inspo for grabbing shit for the Goblin Roads, where it's just like, what's happening? It's bad and wrong, and everything's fucked. This is not for you. Anyways, you want to do drugs?
Let's go.
Honestly,
I have to burn some incense.
Out in the middle of nowhere, one of the best places to do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, little silly fun times. I suppose thank you, Paralyze, for the music. Speaking of fun times.
I have a story actually.
Oh, you have a story John, story time. Let's go.
A hunter was a part of the story actually.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so there was this place near my hometown that we didn't believe had anything real about it, right? But we used to like to go there. It's like, it's a spooky place to go.
Yeah, we take people you and I took people like 3 Halloweens in a row or something like that.
Yeah. And like the story that like I was told when I was a kid was you go out to this church and this church doesn't have any sort of like religious iconography in it or on it at all, which is kind of weird for like small town Indiana church, like no crosses, no doves, no nothing. And you had to go to this church and you had to drive around it. What was it, 3 times? I think 3 times.
3 times, and you'd always go slow as hell.
Yeah, you just like creep around it. And there was like a story about like the preacher's son like hanging himself in the basement or something like that. But that was just to add to the spook of it, right? So you go around the thing 3 times and then you'd go up to this cemetery. And it was a cemetery that was like kind of easy to miss, but you had to like turn up this gravel road and it was like this really tight turn. And then there was this tiny little family style cemetery. And you'd go there and like, you know, it was supposed to be super haunted and this, that, and the other. But then on your way back, you went across this bridge that was like Crybaby Bridge. There's a billion of those, right? So we have done all of this. We've gone around. We go to Crybaby Bridge, and the story is like it used to be a wood bridge, and during a storm, mom and her baby were going somewhere. She was upset. She lost control of the car on the bridge, crashed, she died. Baby was stuck under there for like a full day or something like that before it died. So you stop there, and you're supposed to stop the car, turn off the car in the middle of the night, which is so not safe in the middle of the country. Like, come on, lights off in the middle of a 1-lane anyway, we're on this bridge, and what we would do is we would go to this cemetery and we would pick up rocks from the gravel road, because it's said that if you stopped on the bridge, you could hear like the splash of the car, and you could, this, that, and the other. And so we would grab rocks from the road and we would like sit very quietly and we'd toss one over the edge and hear the splash and be like, "Oh, what was that?" And, people freak out and it's all fun. So we did this one time. And then on our way back, we're laughing, we're having a good time, and kind of out of nowhere, like a Jeepers Creepers style truck. It was this huge fucking truck comes up behind us. Hunter was driving, comes up behind us and is like tailing us. It's right up on us, and we're like, "Oh fuck, creepy!" Like, "Oh no, we got some country dude mad at us. He's gonna hit our car or whatever." So we're driving fast. It keeps going, and it like took a couple turns with us, and then as we started to reach the town we were closest to, Pendleton, as we started to reach that, we like all kind of looked forward, like, okay, we're gonna get into town. Nobody's gonna chase us into town. And we look back, and the truck is just fucking gone.
And it was one of those trucks that had like the giant like fog lights on top of it. They were on, like it was a car that you would see from a distance.
Especially as we got closer to the city and the lights were there, extra spooky, very Goblin Roadsy. We did a little ritual. We did something disrespectful apparently at the bridge.
Somebody had an opinion.
And somebody had something to tell us about it. It was real scary. A couple of the passengers that were with us were actually crying. They were like terrified.
Oh no. Yeah. No, because I remember you guys doing that, and then the next day everybody's like, "Oh my god, this thing happened." I was like, "Girl, who'd you piss off?"
We had done it for multiple years in a row, and nothing like that happened.
That's fantastic. I don't have anything that fantastical outside of I used to go to cemetery in the middle of a state park to go freak out the squares before I moved to Indianapolis, because I was like the only goth, I guess. And I became the ghost tour person. And one time on a trip, and it was the same trip too, and I hate that both these happened at the same time. There was a older guy with our group who was a Desert Storm vet.
Uh-oh.
So they were telling this guy a bunch of ghost stories. He had a little bit of an episode. That part's not super funny. But he tore off into the woods in the middle of the night. We're in the middle of a state park, so there's no lights. There's no one.
Oh no.
For miles. So he has an episode, fucks off from the cemetery into the middle of the woods. His cousins go after him, and I'm just kind of like, I have nothing prepared for this. I didn't know he could do that. Like, this good old boy guy went from 0 to 100 into the woods. So we were all like, I was like, hey, since he's having a hard time and we're in the middle of nowhere and we're technically not even supposed to be in the state park, like we're technically committing a crime right now. Let's go sit in the car, because I'd rather, if he's gonna circle back and continue to have a freak out, I'd rather be in the car and have him hit the car as opposed to hit somebody. So we get back to the car, and it's the woods, and it's summer, so there's still like pollen on everything. And all over the back bumper of this car are these little like kid-size handprints, and there's no children with us, and none of us hang out with children, so I don't know why there's these teeny tiny handprints. But there's these little handprints, and like one of them has 6 fingers. But it was only the one that had 6 fingers. All the other ones had 5. And all of us were like, we're just gonna get in the car and wait for this guy to quit having a freak out.
That's smart.
Yeah. He eventually calmed down. We got back in the car. I took everybody to Denny's. That's kind of the end of it. So yeah, if you guys want to borrow that for your games, sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting Denny's in my game.
Hell yeah, you should. I am here for Denny's being the agreed upon multi-splat. This is we will meet at Denny's neutrally and safely. Unless you're in the South, then it should be Waffle House.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. Look, the cool thing is if violence breaks out of the Waffle House, it's not breaking anybody's masquerade or like whatever the fuck their pretense is for not letting the sleepers know.
It's true.
Cool. Yeah, bonus ghost stories, everybody. Fucking Paralyze music, good. No AI, go to Bandcamp.
Yeah.
We do have social medias. You can say hi if you want, but we're mostly on the community Discord, which is free. We have a couple of channels for patrons that they can talk to us more directly about the show and stuff. and little Discord titles and whatnot. Speaking of Patreon, we have that. If you like our work and you want to check us dollars, that's sick. That pays for us to have the show and the research books and doing stuff. There's bonus episodes for folks if they pay for that, as well as extra materials. Anything else? Are we good? Do we finish?
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my dome.
Hey
I
yo,
believe we
I
are
would say
done.
go on a road trip, but gas is fucking expensive.
Gas is fucking expensive.
Fucking add add a surcharge to your Goblin Roads adventures to pay for the gas. Goodbye.
I think that maybe you should have like at least an extra dot in resources if you're going to be a psychopomp right now. Just
Oh,
just saying.
no.
All right.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
bye. Love you.
Bye bye.
Mwah.
Oh no.